Hey guys, no gym needed here, coming to you today with a One Piece video. I'm going to explain why Nico Robin is fully awakened. So guys, I have checked YouTube, I hang around YouTube with One Piece theories and stuff like that, and I have not seen anybody mention this specifically, and I think it's a dead giveaway that Robin has had her Devil Fruit awakening. But I should mention that I do not go on Reddit, and I don't really go on websites like this one. It says opfanpage.com. I don't know how popular these are. I don't really hear YouTubers talk about them a lot. Of course, YouTubers don't talk about Reddit a lot because we know how much of the junk they're stealing from the Reddit people. That much I know. And so anyways, I wanted to go check out the Reddit and everything to see if anyone had said anything about this, and I didn't see it. This is the closest thing I saw. It does talk about what I want to talk about, however, it completely misses the dead giveaway that Robin is awakened, so I'll just go through this and I will tell you why I agree and disagree with this and what I'm trying to say here, and that is this. Can you see it, guys? Can you see it? This is how we know Robin is awakened, right here. What am I saying? Well, you'll see. So, Nico Robin has already awakened her Devil Fruit. Hana Hana no Mi gives Robin the ability to grow her body on any surface. Awakening allows Robin to grow her own body, Demonio Furor. So that is their thesis statement, that's what they believe. Differences between Demonio Furor and Gigante Furor. In Demonio Furor, we only see one Robin, while in Gigante Furor, we see a big Robin and a small Robin. In Gigante Furor, Robin talks with her small body, while in Demonio Furor, Robin talks through her big body. Also, it explains why Robin has always saved using Demonio Furor and used it as a last resort against Black Maria, because awakened devil fruits use up a lot of energy. It also explains Robin briefly passing out / being exhausted after her fight. Alright, I'll comment on this, guys. I do agree with some of this, like it was an awakening that explains why Robin was so extremely exhausted after the fight. And go up here. In Gigante Furor, Robin talks with her small body. Yeah, notice this. Her small body is in front of her big body. I believe she was just doing that to bait Black Maria, to be honest with you. We don't exactly know how much damage she takes when she gets, say, a big finger cut off or whatever. We know she takes that damage. And yeah, so with this, she's in front. I do believe that's a bait. With the Demonio Furor, we don't know if she's standing behind it or if she's actually in it. Even if she was in it, that would be cool. And being in it doesn't necessarily mean that it's growing off her. It could be growing around her, and we would not know. She could be behind it, and that could all be for baiting purposes, defensive purposes, or offensive purposes. So, for instance, Robin can probably take some punches to her main body using Haki, but she might not have the necessary control over the flow of Haki when she's using, 8 massive arms from her Devil Fruit technique. You know what I mean? That would be insanely hard. So let's imagine you're in the One Piece world. Yeah, I can get Haki to my fist, or I can put Haki on my head when I get punched. But now imagine using your Devil Fruit to make a massive arm made out of a bunch of tiny arms that's growing off a wall 50 feet away from you. And then try to make Haki flow through that. It's going to be insanely hard. So, I do believe Robin did learn Sabo's technique, and she learned a lot about Haki, but I believed that's a different technique for her main body to use, and then where she can use Haki really well, and then I believe her Devil Fruit also had an awakening, and she also learned how to do Fishman Karate with her Devil Fruit powers, because she can control the limbs, physically speaking, like karate, but Haki, if you're speaking in terms of Haki, that's going to be a main body power for her. So I'm trying to tell you guys, she's way more powerful than we know about right now. And I'm just going to go into it back here. Check this out. This is why we know she's awakened. Not because of those reasons they just mentioned, but because of these wings. You see how big these wings are? If that doesn't make sense to you guys, it will here in a second. So look at this. The wings, the horns, and the fangs. You can't see the fangs in this picture, but she has them in another picture. Now let's go back down to this picture. Look here. She's completely naked. Why would she be naked? Clearly it would be because making clothes for her massive body would be an absolute waste of energy. She would have to make the clothes out of her legs and hands from the Hana Hana no Mi. Am I right? Yes. So, what about up here? Look at these wings. Did she fly once in this form? She did not. She did not fly at all. She stayed basically in place the entire time. But every other time she's used any kind of wings, they were purely functional, not aesthetic at all. So you see, she admits she could only use those wings for 5 seconds because she got so tired. It just used too much energy. And yet, in this other form, she just has these massive wings for no reason at all. And yeah, you could say, well, oh, these wings are just for intimidation purposes. No way, dude. Look how big these wings are. First of all, they're like 6 times Robin's. You could fit 6 Robin bodies in those wings alone. And then the horns are pretty big and the fangs and stuff. It doesn't make any sense. She has to make those wings out of arms and legs, okay? So, these wings that were useless, completely useless during this fight, are a dead giveaway that she has no control over this. And it takes a crud load of energy from her. This is her awakening. I'm guessing it comes with some other powers that we're not privy to yet. She has not revealed them yet, or she can't use them, or they just take way too much energy. But she is definitely awakened at this point. And these wings are the best giveaway we have. I'll finish this article quick. It goes down to say... Not only is it interesting that Demonio Furor bloomed exactly where Robin was, and when it disappeared, Robin is seen falling from where it was. Now, I didn't know Robin was seen falling. I honestly thought she was just in the place where it was afterwards. So, if she was falling, that could be a pretty good giveaway that she might have been in the head of it, or, you know, it could be like Pika. Remember how Pika became the big mountain statue thing? And he was going all through it. And anytime Zoro would chop it, Pika would move to a different place to stay safe. Well, I mean, Robin could technically do that. She could be inside of this thing, not blooming these things out of her, but literally just being inside of it. And she could be moving around depending on where Black Maria is deciding to cut. So if she gets punched and sliced or whatever, she still takes that damage, but she can essentially move her body, her main body around so she's not dead. And we don't know if her using Haki on her main body helps nullify some of the damage that she takes to her Hana Hana no Mi limbs. And so, you see those fangs? No reason for those fangs. You could say intimidation, but what about the massive horns and the massive wings? The wings are too much, man. They're overkill. She would not make that, especially when she's at her max. It would just be way too much energy that she'd be wasting. So, the way Robin's Devil Fruit works is actually really unique, so I've been speculating on awakening with her, and I think this is it. Robin's Devil Fruit is the flower fruit. It's not the lim fruit. Doflamingo has the string fruit, and Katakuri has the mochi fruit. So for them, it makes sense that they can turn the environment into what they generate. Robin's Devil Fruit is about growing her limbs/body parts, so awakening, allowing her to grow her actual body, makes perfect sense to me. Okay guys, so there it is. This is the closest I can find to my theory, and as you can see, it's much different than mine, and the giveaways are different. Some of this theory does make sense though, and some of it goes in with mine, but all in all, I feel like when you just look at these two pictures, they're so similar and yet so different. One is the height of her power, the next one is the awakening. And the wings and the horns give it away to me. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I broadened your perspective of Robin's strength and future potential. Alright guys, this is No Gym Needed signing out. I will see you again soon.